Batman, he stands for justice. But how just is he in the eyes of God? And how does Batman align with justice himself, Jesus Christ? Today we're going to delve into the age-old question. Is Batman the commandment fulfiller or the commandment breaker? So let's start with the first commandment. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Does Batman have any idols? There are a few examples where maybe we could say Batman worshipped an idol. One example we have is in Batman the Cult, 1988. Batman is brainwashed and psychologically broken by a cult leader named Deacon Blackfire, who uses religious zealotry and mysticism to control Gotham's homeless population. Is this idol worship? Under torture and mental manipulation, Batman temporarily submits to the cult and its leader. So if we analyze this, it's not really idol worship in a traditional sense, but this is as close as Batman gets to ever doing any idol worship. But he was forced to do it. So this is the closest we'll ever get to Batman worshiping an idol, but he was forced to do it, so we're not going to count this. So Batman gets a pass for commandment number 1, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Batman passes. Commandment number 2, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. I don't think Batman has ever made any graven image and worshipped it. Maybe you could say the bat signal, people worship that, people idolize that, but is that really Batman's fault? He didn't make the bat signal so people would worship him and idolize him. And some people have made statues of Batman, but again, is this his fault? So these people making statues, the bat signal, things like that, there's no instance of Batman ever bowing down and worshiping another god or making any graven image. So I think Batman also gets another pass here. So now we're going to move over to commandment number 3. Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. This is going to be a rough round for Batman. Batman's known for saying some crazy and wild things. Batman has used many phrases that has taken God's name in vain, and I'm not going to mention any of them because that's not appropriate. So commandment number 3, Batman fails. Taking God's name in vain, Batman does not hold up in that aspect. So now we're on commandment number 4, the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. Now, we don't hold to this as they did in the Old Testament. It is wise to have a Sabbath day. It's wise to have a rest day. But we're not required to have a Sabbath. But what does Batman do? Does Batman rest? Batman's actually known for never resting. And in some comics, he takes short naps because he really can't get any sleep because he's always fighting crime. And people often portray him as the man who never stops. He never stops. He keeps going. So for the Sabbath day, I don't think he could get a pass. Batman doesn't have any rest days, so Batman fails here. Batman's now 2 for 4 on the commandments. So now we're going to roll into commandment number 5. Honor thy father and thy mother. I think Batman holds this commandment very well. I feel like Batman's whole life and why he's a superhero just pays tribute. It all pays tribute to his family and what they did for them. It's all in honor of his parents. Thomas and Martha Wayne were compassionate, generous, and civic-minded. Bruce tries to carry that on as Batman by fighting injustice, as Bruce Wayne through philanthropy, medical research, education, and more. Even if he's not sitting at a dinner table saying yes sir and yes ma'am, he's living out their legacy. And here's a quote from Batman Begins. I'm going to show the people of Gotham their city doesn't belong to the criminals and the corrupt. And Batman's trying to live that out. His parents weren't corrupt, and he's trying to live out what his parents did. In some stories, his parents aren't corrupt, but most of the time, they're not. They're good people. He visits their graves. He keeps their portrait in Wayne Manor. He talks about them often with Alfred, Dick, or even his enemies. In many stories, he's haunted by their loss. His vow as a child to fight crime is his personal altar of honor. So Batman really holds the 5th commandment. He gets a pass right here. He's now 3 for 5. Well, what grade will Batman get? Will he get an F? Will he get a D? Will he get a C? Will he get a B? Will he get an A? Let's see. Commandment number 6, thou shalt not kill. Now, Batman is known for not killing. Has Batman ever killed? This is one of Batman's core moral principles. He believes taking a life would make him no better than the criminals he fights. It also sets him apart from characters like the Punisher. He's even gone great lengths to save villains like the Joker, rather than kill them. Batman is quoted saying, "If I allow myself to go back into that place, I'll never come back out." The early golden age Batman. In his first year or two, Batman carried a gun and killed criminals. He hanged people with his grappling rope. He kicked them into acid. That is crazy. I think I just found that out today, and that is insane. But DC quickly changed his course to make him more heroic. In alternate universes, Flashpoint Batman, Thomas Wayne shoots and kills criminals. Batman vs. Superman, Ben Affleck kills several people with guns, cars, explosions. In The Dark Knight Returns, Batman kills or severely injures a couple of people. In Injustice universe, Batman tries not to kill, but sometimes allows deadly consequences. So there are a few exceptions, and when Batman was created, he carried guns, he killed people. But the core Batman, the Batman most people portray, he is so against guns. So Batman is gonna get a pass here, making him 4 for 6. And then we have commandment number 7, thou shalt not commit adultery. Now this is somewhere we might think Batman might slip up because of his playboy Bruce Wayne millionaire lifestyle, okay? In many stories, Bruce Wayne is shown dating or seducing multiple women. Some of them may have been married or engaged. This plays into his public image as a billionaire playboy, which he uses as a disguise for his real identity. In Batman, the animated series, Bruce almost rekindles a relationship with Andrea Beaumont, who is engaged to another man. But there's no clear way to say Batman is committing adultery or has committed adultery. You have a few examples, and that was an engaged person. It wasn't a married person. So Batman gets a pass here, making him 5 for 7. Doing good. Might get a B. Commandment number 8, thou shalt not steal. Has Batman ever stolen? Was it on purpose? Batman has stolen plenty of information. Hacking. He routinely hacks into private networks, government systems, satellites, and security cameras, all without consent. He spies on allies like Superman, the Justice League, Doom. He keeps secret files on how to defeat his teammates. He uses stolen equipment. He's taken weapons, gear, tech from criminals. Sometimes he uses them in investigations. While it serves justice, it's not always legally sanctioned. Now, I don't think we can count this and say, oh, Batman steals and all this, because he's doing it for a right cause. Now, that doesn't mean you always get a pass just because it's for a right cause. But if we were to mark Batman down here, we would have to mark police for confiscating drugs. We would have to say, oh, there's a bunch of stealers. But we don't say that, so I give Batman a pass right here. Commandment number 9, thou shalt not bear false witness. Does Batman lie? Come on now, we know Batman lies. He hides his identity. Batman lies a lot. He lies to protect his identity. Bruce Wayne constantly hides his true identity. He lies to friends, police, the public, even members of the Justice League. Is that bearing false witness? Technically, yes. It's deliberate deception, but not usually against someone else. But does he get a pass just because he's Batman? Well, no, because God is not a respecter of persons. So Batman's going to take an L here. And even in some examples, he's let other people take the fall. In The Dark Knight, Batman takes the blame for Harvey Dent's crimes. Technically a false witness there. So Batman's 6 for 9. Last and final commandment, thou shalt not covet. Is Batman a covetous person? Is Bruce Wayne a covetous person? Bruce Wayne is very wealthy, owns Wayne Manor, has a lot of resources. He's not shown to envy others. He's content with his position. In relationships, he has a complicated romantic life. He struggles with his feelings for women like Selina Kyle, Catwoman, Talia al Ghul, or others. But there's no clear story where he covets a married spouse or tries to steal someone's partner out of envy. Regarding justice or power, he fights crime and corruption but does not covet power or status. His motivation is justice, not personal gain. Sometimes he obsesses over protecting Gotham, but that's not coveting, it's responsibility. In some darker alternate versions, Batman's obsessive drive could be seen as a form of coveting control or justice in an unhealthy way, but that's more about obsession than coveting possessions. So does Batman covet? No. Batman is going to finish with 7 out of 10. Batman passed 7 out of the 10 commandments. Did you think Batman was going to do this well? Or did you think he was going to do worse? Did you think he was going to do better? Batman finishes with a commandment grade of a C. Man, it's good to do these videos again. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Let me know in the comments down below if I should do any other superheroes or anything like that. Y'all have a great day. Read your Bible. Go soul winning. Go to church. Pray. I encourage you to do it. If you want to know how to go to heaven, the link in the description is down below. And let me tell you, it's easier than you would ever think. Y'all have a great day.